I'm joining with a team. See, I was by myself, you know, and you can get things done, but it's a little harder by yourself. When you have a team, you have a squad, you have people that have certain jobs and people who do certain things, it makes everybody's job more specific. And then we can collaborate and bring it together and make it bigger. So being with the C's and a fellow is so amazing. I probably wouldn't have met the people that I'm intertwined and I'm involved with if it wasn't for the C's of Liberation. My name is Charles Anthony Benson, C's of Liberation fellow. Basically, I've become a farmer. Basically, I become someone who grows his own crop or his own food source, and it's very different. But what I've been doing is working in several gardens in the North Little Rock area, and helping them pull the crops, help grow the crops, water them. Never initially starting, but so far I'm learning the concept of what it means to develop an agribusiness. An agribusiness is a farming business, a farming culture where you can turn the crops into revenue. I've developed a lot of significant relationships with other people who are doing the same thing. Jimmy Parks, another associate of mine, Caitlin, a lot of groups that are working with these different gardens who are doing great work in the community that people don't know about and should know about because they need as much help as possible. Because these gardens are basically for the community. They're not for anyone but those who live in the neighborhoods and live in Central Little Rock. The produce is given to them. No one is charged for anything, and this is all organic, no pesticide.
You said you learned from experiences in your life that it's good to give. What experiences in your life taught you that?
Take it. From taking a lot in life, from being a taker. Yeah. Man. And then being in the neighborhood and hustling and doing what you have to do, you don't think about nobody really but yourself. Because first of all, you want to eat. Then you want to survive, see another day. I gravitated to a family when I was missing things from my family. So I gravitated to a family that I felt was stronger and actually had my back and had my best interest at the moment. And they did. They actually had my back. I could depend on them. I could call people and they'd be there. If I needed some place to stay, I had places to stay. If I needed money, if I needed this, if I needed opportunity to make money, I could call people. Not in saying that these people were the best people to be calling, but they were there to help me. So how could you tell a 15, 16-year-old young man that these aren't your friends, but every time I call them and need them, they're there? That's the definition of a friend. If I call you and ask you where you can't help me. And when I got out there, I was like, oh, this is a lot. My pride wouldn't let me go back. Because I stepped out there. I'm here now. Can I make it? Or will I die out here? I'll be a statistic. Grace of God, man. I still use the tools that they gave me in life to make it. Even though I'm not doing what I used to do, those things were not just street tools, they were life valuable tools. Just interacting with people and stuff like that, talking to people, giving respect, showing love to those who don't have what you have. If you're in a position of power or a position of status, help others and pull somebody with you. Learn it. And people don't think you learn that from the streets. They think it's all bad. All you learn, you just shoot and meet tendencies that society looks down on. But in actuality, the streets show you how to survive. I've always thought the police was the biggest gang around. They wear uniforms, they hang together, they talk the same. Sound like a gang to me. They ride around together, they lie for each other, they do stuff. To me, the police is the biggest gang. The feds and police are the biggest gangs around, and they're able to control society and people in society. But they don't seem to help our communities. I've been personally beaten by police.
Did any of the other police step in?
No, it was like a joke. It was like a rite of passage. You hit somebody, he's a gang member, or he's in a gang neighborhood, or he has some drugs. There's an excuse to hit or kick. There's an excuse. He was resisting. How am I resisting? I'm on the ground after you kicked and hit him. And most people in these communities don't report them because there's no good coming from it. There's not going to be any investigation. There's not going to be any work to find out what really happened. It's going to be shoved under the rug. And then they're going to give the police officer your name so they can come to your house and harass you. If it so happens to get picked up. The whole police squad is going to be on you. You can't drive. If you have any car registered in your name, they're going to pull you over on a consistent basis. They use the law for their advantage. When they ask the officer what happened, everyone goes with what the police said until otherwise. It's not, let's investigate fully. It's like, no, okay, we believe him. He said it, he's an officer, cool. It's a code in policing where you don't, if you see one fellow officer do something wrong, you don't challenge him or you don't report him. You just, and if you are called as a witness, you lie for him. I changed that culture. Turning the other cheek or not seeing what's going on. You're held accountable. If you're called in and you know you saw something wrong and you don't, you're fired too, just as well as the guy who did. And most bonds are too high. Most bonds are too high in the communities where they're getting all these suspects and crimes are so-called being committed. The bond is way too high. Most of these people aren't working or have jobs that make enough to bond you out. $50,000 bond. You gotta come up with $5,000. Who has that money in these neighborhoods? In solitary, you're in one room all day, 23 hours a day.
How does it affect you?
Man, it makes you go crazy. It can make you go crazy. You're not strong-minded.
Describe how it makes you go crazy.
You're by yourself. You're left with your thoughts. And if your thoughts are on a positive note, you're just replaying negative ideas in your mind like a movie. You replay the mistakes and bad decisions you made constantly in your mind, constantly. And you're always trying to fix in your mind, you're always trying to pick an alternative. You know, in the DVD movies, you can have an alternative ending. That's what you always try to do in your mind. Pick a more positive, not positive, but just better than what really happened. And it never comes out right because you always look up and see, I'm here. So it's like you can never fix anything that you're doing wrong. It's like it's all going to lead here. And it's like a mind beat down constantly. And you with yourself. I've seen brothers in solitary just go crazy, man. They got so tired, they threw their own feces and urine at the guards when they come in with their food. It's like putting a whole bunch of good stuff in some gumbo. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, when the end product is done, you got some really good gumbo. But it's the opposite. When you're in prison, you're throwing a whole bunch of negativity in the pot. So when you get out, your mind is not, it's so focused on negative, it's so built up in negative, that's all you planning on doing is negative stuff. Man, jail is just negative, man. I don't even want to talk about specific. It's bad, man. Stuff you see on TV is worse than that. That's what I want to give back to the neighborhoods, or something positive. I don't want them to go through the footsteps of my life when they can take another direction and have something better. I don't want them to have those pitfalls. Like I had a pitfall, but I was allowed to come back by my decisions and the choices. I don't even want these young people to have to take a pitfall. Just keep straight, and you can reap the benefits of society in their life. That's what I want to help be a guide in life for that for us. If someone has good leadership characteristics if his environment and where he comes from doesn't look like he's a good leader, they put him in a box. And we have to stop putting people in a box and open that box and give everybody a chance. I've grown mentally. I didn't think I would be cut out for gardening. I didn't think I would like it as much as I do. I don't think I would like being outside dealing with the bugs and the heat and all of that, but it's very fulfilling because you see the end game. You see what you started or helped start and what you're maturing and helping grow. And you see the end when you give a tomato or watermelon or some corn to somebody who needs food, and how appreciative they are, and how do you think starvation is across the world, but it's right in our back door, in our backyard, and we act like it doesn't exist. And it's right, your neighbor right next door to you in the neighborhood, and your neighbor down the street or the guy who's homeless, who lives downtown under the bridge. They come and they're so appreciative for just getting something to eat that day. And we wake up every morning like this is something that's foreign to us, like it doesn't happen in America, but it happens in Little Rock, Arkansas, USA. There's a brother we was working on the garden on 12th and Payton probably a month ago, and a lot of activity in that neighborhood, you know what I mean? And we have chickens over there, and a chicken had recently overheated and died, so we fixed the chicken coop and made the chicken coop, the new chicken coop had more air coming in. So our brother walked through and he saw us, he walked to the store and he asked about the garden and what were we doing and what it means. And he asked about the chickens and he asked, were there eggs in the chicken coop or not? So like, yeah, there are eggs. They lay eggs pretty much every other day. And he said, okay, he was going to talk to me when he came back from the store. So I kept working. I was helping build the shed. I didn't stop and wait for him. So he came back through and he was like, man, I need to cook I need to make a salad. You got any eggs over there? I said, yeah, we got a couple of eggs. As a matter of fact, we had 2 eggs. And I gave him those 2 eggs and he was very appreciative. He was like, he went to the grocery store and got some eggs from his partner that works behind the counter, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, don't worry about it, here, just take the eggs. And it was cool because he didn't think he would get anything. He thought I was saying no. You could tell he was how surprised he was when I said, yeah, there's some eggs and you could have them. And he was like, man, and he started giving us pointers on how to build the shed better because he was like a carpenter. He knew how to, so he gave us some hints and stuff. So it was like interaction with how you build bridges with each other through love.